Welcome back. Is it any more possible for the DMV to get any busier? Well, with Senate Bill 13251, it appears so. The new initiative of Colorado Road and Community Safety Act allows undocumented immigrants to obtain Colorado driver's license. But soon after the bill was passed, the DMV website stopped working due to an overwhelming amount of traffic, reaching a high of 107,000 hits hourly. The new specifically marked license for immigrants will only permit driving, and they cannot be used to get work or access public benefits. Supporters of the law say roads will be safer because of the undocumented immigrants will have to pass a driving test and be properly insured. But opponents argue that giving a license is a privilege to people who have already broken the law. It's a controversial issue, and only time will tell how it unfolds.
Anyone who shopped at the Home Depot recently may want to check their credit card statements. The company is looking into a possible security breach of their consumers' credit card and debit information. Home Depot has not yet stated when they believe the breach took place. However, they advise their consumers to look at their bill statements. The company will also offer free identity protection to consumers if they can confirm breach did occur. The Home Depot now joins Target, P.F. Chang's, and Neiman Marcus as high-profile companies to experience such breaches in recent months.
The volume of mail has been steadily decreasing. However, the number of packages containing marijuana out of Colorado has skyrocketed. The Rocky Mountain high-intensity drug trafficking area says postal inspectors seized over 493 pounds of pot in 2013 alone. This is up from the mere 57 pounds seized in 2010. Even though the state legalized marijuana, authorities say it still remains federally illegal to transport it out of the state.
Did the NFL try to cover up the video inside the elevator involving Ray Rice? The former Ravens running back was released and suspended indefinitely by the NFL on Monday, the same day that a shocking video surfaced where Rice is seen hitting his fiancée. The bigger issue now receiving all the attention in this scandal is that it seems that the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, and the NFL might have seen the elevator footage prior to this week. Associated Press reported that the authorities sent the footage back in April, but the NFL is adamant that they had not seen the footage until TMZ released it. The NFL has hired a former FBI investigator to look further into the situation.
Things are settling down in Eastern Europe as approximately 70% of Russian troops have pulled out of the Ukraine and are headed back across the border. The chairman of the Organization of Security and Cooperation is going to monitor the truce between the two nations by deploying drones to the eastern border of the Ukraine. Some 57 states have offered drones to help keep this treaty intact. However, there are still nearly 1,000 Russian troops in the Ukraine and about 20,000 more troops lined up along the border.
Child vaccines may not be as healthy as the Center for Disease Control claims. Recently, chemistry professor Dr. Haley of the University of Kentucky has broken his silence about the dubious safety benefits of child vaccine shots. While the injections are approved by the CDC, they contain mercury as a preservative. Dr. Haley claims that the mercury is lethal to brain connections in any living organism. Confirming these accusations is former CDC Dr. William Thompson, who is also blowing the whistle due to a recent study that confirms the link between vaccine shots and autism. The study illustrates the causal relationships between autism and vaccines.
A mysterious respiratory virus affecting children is spreading rapidly across the country and causing concern for parents. It's called e-tron virus 68, or EVD68 for short. The unusual virus is not affecting adults, but only children, and especially those with asthma. It seems like a common cold at first, but then the patient experiences a serious cough, rash, wheezing, and difficulty breathing. Parents are advised to take their child in for medical help at the first sign of these symptoms. The Children's Hospital of Denver has treated 1,750 children for this virus, and 800 of those have occurred this past week.
A new way to enjoy your favorite alcoholic drink might be very damaging. For this new party starter, you don't actually have to drink anything. Instead, you inhale the vaporized Ciroc or Jack Daniels. Although this new vape shot may seem like a cheaper alternative than drinking that can get your buzz started quicker, vape shot has some serious effects that not only confuse the body, but can also make the partier inhale just too much, ending in some serious results.
Tupac, Jay-Z, and Diddy are hip-hop artists that have had college courses taught based off their work. Now you could add Kendrick Lamar to that list. Lamar's album Good Kid, Mad City has inspired an English composition course at Georgia's Regents University. The Compton, California rapper's complex storytelling motivated lecturer Adam Dial to use the album as its primary source for material for the course, which is called Good Kids, Mad Cities. Dial said he chose the chart-topping album for its focus on social issues such as poverty, gang violence, and many other hot topic issues.
The Toronto Film Festival is underway, and with it comes the start of the Film Awards season. Many films that premiere at the festival, like blockbusters Slumdog Millionaire and The King's Speech, go on to achieve Oscar glory. Some films are already catching the eyes of critics, like the premiere of the new Stephen Hawking biopic, The Theory of Everything, and Reese Witherspoon's new drama, Wild. These films have proved several possible contenders for the year's Best Actor and Best Actress categories and a motion picture film nomination. Well, that's awesome. I think the Toronto Film Festival does showcase a lot of awesome new indie flicks or whatever, like Slumdog Millionaire, which is my favorite one, and this new biopic, the Stephen Hawking one. I think that's going to be a good one.
I think I might have to check that out. That should be pretty interesting. Stephen Hawking, can't go wrong with that.
Very interesting. You know what else is interesting? The weather that's going on throughout the country. What is going on?
That's right. The cold is here, and Coloradans have mixed emotions about the early winter weather. Here's Lauren Perry to tell us the latest.
For those of you with mixed emotions, I've got great news for you. We will be warming up this weekend. As you can see in Denver on Saturday, we're going to have a high of 50. At DIA, a high of 75 and a low of 50. Out in Boulder, we'll have a high of 74 and a low of 48. If you're visiting Colorado Springs this week, that's great news because Colorado Springs is looking real nice. 71 degrees with a low of 48, partly cloudy. But none can compare to sunny old Grand Junction. Grand Junction is looking high at 80 and a low of 54. On Sunday, everything warms up in Colorado. As you can see in Denver, we have a high of 84 and a low of 52. In DIA, we have a high of 82 and a low of 51. And in Boulder, very similar, a high of 83 and a low of 51. Everything in Colorado is warming up, but none can compare to Lamar. Lamar is going to be sunny with a high of 86 and a low of 55. While it's sunny here in Colorado, it's not sunny everywhere in the country. Let's take a look at our national forecast for Saturday. On the east Gulf Coast, we've got a low front mixed with some low pressure. That's going to cause a lot of rain. Also, we have some more rain around Texas and Louisiana. You can also see we have another cold front coming in from Montana. That's actually going to miss Denver and hit the Midwest. Here in Denver, we have a high pressure, and that's going to warm us up and dry us out. Saturday is looking a little rainy, but Sunday is looking a lot more clear for the country. As you can see, that Gulf Coast cold front is actually going to drop temperatures, and the precipitation has dramatically decreased. We've got a couple showers in Texas, but that's not going to be too much of a worry. And that cold front that was in the Midwest is actually going to only slightly drop temperatures. And Denver is looking clear and sunny. And now on to your 5-day forecast. We have Monday, it's going to be 71 degrees with a low of 53, partly cloudy. On Tuesday, we're going to see a lot of sunshine. It's going to warm up to 84 degrees, a low of 53. On Wednesday, we're going to have partly cloudy and a high of 84 and a low of 57. Thursday, partly cloudy, a high of 81, a low of 58. And on Friday, a high of 78 and a low of 53.
Lauren, okay, I have it in my mind that I'm going to get sick now because all these weather changes. I feel flu coming on. I feel a little flu-y.
You might. Just take care of yourself and enjoy the warm weather while it's still here.
A lot of fluids.
That's the key. That's the key.
All right, guys. Well, coming up after the break is Entertainment, and Stephen Call talks to us about a new little zombie crawl.